4. I made this a little high. I don't know what's happening here. Yo, yo, yo! Go live, chat with my friends, hang out with some good buddies, make some new friends. You never know who we're going to get. But we are live. We are a couple minutes early, so I'm pretty much just going to sit here and hang out. I just figured I'd get this ball rolling here since I'm ready. It is warm in the garage today. My notification just popped up to go live. It means we have 5 minutes before I said I was going to be live everywhere. So yeah, I got 5 minutes. Sit here, hang out, talk to you guys. This guy is live. Live chatting with the geek. Chatting with the geek. Doing geeky things. Geeking out on excursions. 'Cause we don't know what else to do. Oh, people watch this afterwards. If you watch this afterwards, you should comment down below and tell me what you think of my random singing. Hi, friend. We have somebody in here. Never know what's going to happen in Live with Geek here. I got to set up my little excursion talk thing. No, that's not it. Oh, a 49-second short was added to my thing. That's fun. So yeah, now we're in here. We were just hanging out, waiting for some questions to come in. I am Bryce. I am the guy that runs Geeks 4x4. I am the excursion page on the old interwebs here. Got tons of Ford excursion videos and I don't know, comedy, fix-it stuff. You know, all the good stuff. If you are in here, Miles, I know it's kind of scary. There's an excursion behind me. Amanda, how you doing? If you guys could hit that like button, that would be awesome. Miles, I just did look behind me and there's an excursion, a big tire. It's kind of scary. Good. If you could hit the like button, we got a bunch of people just bouncing in here real quick. If a couple people could hit the like button, that would be amazing. We are just live. I don't want to look behind me. I can see behind me in a camera, buddy. I do not know what your actual name is, Amanda. I'll do that instead, Miles. So, yeah, hit that like button and, oh, cool. Thanks, Ibrahim. Miles, I'll look behind you. I'll look behind me if you help me with my cause today. I am trying to raise $40. So, you know, you do that. Well, that's cool, Amanda. I don't even know how to say that, so that's cool. Ibrahim, thank you, brother. Glad you're in here. We are talking Ford excursion stuff, so you know, just hanging out and you know, waiting for some people to come in and talk some Ford excursion stuff. So we are live. Thank you, Ibrahim. Do you have an excursion? Ibrahim. I like that name, actually. I like that spelling. It's kind of cool. If you guys could hit that like button, there are quite a few of you in here and there's not as many likes. So that like button needs to be hit. Helps YouTube push this thing out. Hey, that's okay, Ibrahim. Thank you, Amanda, for subscribing. Are you an excursion person or just like some cool off-road content? I come on live Wednesdays at 4 o'clock Pacific time, and we just have conversations about Ford excursions. So if you don't know what that is the vehicle sitting behind me here at Credential. All right, cool. So if you don't know what that is, the Ford Excursion is this vehicle sitting behind me. This one's been heavily modified. And it is the biggest, largest SUV ever built. So Ford built them from 2000 to 2005, and they came with a whole bunch of different vehicles, different engines in them. It came with a V8 gas motor. They came with a V10 gas motor, and then they came with a V8 diesel 7.3 liter and a V8 diesel 6.0 liter. And yeah, so there's the rest of this truck. Pretty big. This one's been pretty modified, as you can tell. I'm sitting down, and that's a 40-inch tire behind me, so pretty big thing. So what's up, NYX? How you doing, man? Just sitting here, getting started on the Live with Geek chat about Ford excursions and other things like that. I was just giving a little bit of excursion history. The excursion was based on Cat Eye Silverado. You know, I'm not a Chevy guy. Cobalt, BMW X5, cool. Yeah, so no, I mean, I like them just fine, but I am not a Chevy guy at all. My family's owned quite a few, and they have been probably more the Ford Excursion NYX is what we were talking about. You have a Hummer H1. Cool. Those are really cool. Those are kind of a fun vehicle. So yeah, the Excursion was Ford's introduction into the big SUV market. So they came out with the Expedition in like 1997, I think. And they realized that people would want a big SUV that was based on a truck. So Ford built the Excursion on a complete Super Duty chassis. So this truck here is built on an F-250 chassis. And Mr. Frog, yes, I am from America. And so the F-250 is, Ford's heavy-duty pickup truck, Super Duty. And it's got a big 3/4 ton frame, 3/4 ton axles, and all 3/4 ton stuff. So it's a pickup truck basically with pickup truck capacities, but it has seating for 8. So gaming dude, ERPR. Thanks, man. Yeah, I really like the Excursion too. That's very cool, Amanda. It's just a normal Ford interior. I don't know that I can open this door easily. Yeah, I'm sitting in the way of it. Hang on. Yeah, there's the inside. It's the second row. And my off-road seats for the front. So there's the inside of it. So yeah, I made this too far away. Thank you, Landon Sky. Yeah, whoever was from Germany, Mr. Frog, I'm from America, NYX. Where are you guys from that are coming into the live here? We're just doing some excursion history here, and talking about that. I need to say this more. We are looking for $40 today. That is our goal for gifts and support while we're in here. So would appreciate anybody that would push towards that. And we have started channel memberships. So I have a channel membership now. So if you want to be a member of this channel, you are more than welcome to join channel memberships now. NYX, no, I'm not going to do that. No, thank you. Virginia Beach, Quinn. Cool. Do you have an excursion, Quinn? It's really funny. I was just talking to a guy that's actually headed to Virginia Beach tomorrow. So, Amanda, no, I do not live by myself. I live with my wife. No excursion, Quinn. That's all right. Yeah, I think that's really funny though. I literally was just talking to somebody today that that had that was leaving to Virginia Beach. That's kind of funny. NYX, no, I'm not gonna do that. So, but you guys should hit the like button. Keep this thing growing and going here. We are gonna get these I don't know, this live thing going. I'm trying to do this every week. I'm doing this every Wednesday, and just kind of sitting here and talking about excursions. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that, buddy. Cannot handle what? Your likes are earned. Nice. Yeah. No, NYX, I'm not doing that. So, but you can donate. Love that. The likes are only earned. Well, the only way I'm going to earn likes is just by sitting here and hanging out with you guys, because that is the goal of this. We're talking Ford Excursion stuff. So that is the goal here, is to get into a Ford Excursion conversation. So this one, as I was saying, they're built from 2000 to 2005. They were built on the Super Duty chassis. So they have Super Duty solid axles and a 3/4 ton chassis, which no other SUV ever really had. GM made what they called a 3/4 ton. They never really made it have a massive chassis, though. It just kind of got heavier duty suspension and a big block. But that was pretty nice rig, that 8.1 big block Suburban. Pretty nice. Still had independent suspension in the front. So not a super awesome tow rig, but pretty nice suspension. This one right here, right around 300 horsepower, I think. Yeah, you're pretty much right, vaccinated anti-vaxxer. It was like, how big can we build, and how much better can we make it? And that's what Ford did. That's a very crude way to put it, but it also is a correct way to put it. So, yeah, they definitely won. But yeah, unfortunately, the gas prices and everything at the time were not conducive to continuing to build an SUV that really didn't get the best fuel mileage. So Ford went a little bit smaller, went back to half ton, a little bit lighter, and got a little bit, having less big vehicles. So cash for clunkers and tests. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that Toyota SUVs are more durable. You could say that. I have an Excursion right behind me that has 230,000 miles on it that I just drove across the country, and an Excursion over there that has 347,000 miles on it. So I don't know. Life could. Man, what a loaded question. What is my opinion on EVs? I have no problem with EVs. I don't like the idea that people are saying that they're more green, because I don't believe that they are more green. But I do like that instant torque, and I think that's pretty darn cool. Josh, this is not the right place for that, so we don't need that in here. We're talking about Ford Excursions in here, and I'm not going to do that. Yeah, Hunter's got a real Suburban with a solid axle, and Hunter is also a member of the channel. So if you want to join the channel and be a member, you totally could, because Hunter did it. And now his text is in green. Today's goal is $40, so we're good. Don't squat an Excursion. Come on, that's ridiculous, Josh. That is not what men do to trucks. Don't do that type of thing. If you're in here and you haven't hit the like button, you totally should. Yeah, got doing some big planning things today for Ford Excursion stuff. Working on a nationwide Ford Excursion event, and one that has never been done before, I don't believe. So kind of trying to put together a nationwide Ford Excursion event. If you have a Ford Excursion and you are interested in joining a Ford Excursion event, there's stuff over there. NYX, no, not doing that. So you're gonna go in timeout. So yeah, been kind of talking to a really cool facility. Very cool. Sapec, what? That's awesome, man. How did the axle swap go? What parts did you use? And did you buy PMF, or what did you use to do like the control arms and stuff? Sapex, there is a link in the description of this. I don't know if you can see the link or a description when it's live. I'm not really sure. I posted to all the excursion pages on Facebook. I'm trying to get everybody's email together so that as I do actually gain info and stuff, you guys have the first, information on a nationwide excursion event. So we're kind of putting stuff together. I have been talking to, I guess I can actually say the place now because we think we're going to make it happen. It is Maris Adventure Park in Texas. It is up in the panhandle of Texas. And cool. So yeah, Maris Adventure Park. It's in the panhandle of Texas. It is about dead center. Oh, very nice. About dead center in the country. So pretty much everybody from everywhere can come to it. I'm in the far northwest corner. The far northeast corner is super similar distance. And it's going to be a long drive for some of us. And for others of us, it's not going to be bad at all. They've got camping. They've got hiking, mountain biking, off-roading, and a great big space for us to just have an excursion show, essentially. The idea is that you could come with your camp trailer and camp or rent a cabin or tent camp or whatever you want to do and come down and just join excursion people. Well, sorry, anti-vaxxer, you're not invited. You need to have a Ford Excursion to come to this event. So, I guess in theory you don't, but if you don't, it doesn't really make sense for you to come to this event. So, that's what I'm kind of planning. So, kind of exciting. And yeah, I don't think anybody's ever done it before. So, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the guy, guys. I will get this thing together, and we're going to try and have a yearly excursion event. Because our trucks are getting to the point where we all love them so much, and they're old. And so we need to have a thing. So we're going to do it. So, Josh, should you swap to a Tesla? Yeah, you should squat a Tesla. For sure. That would be awesome. Prelude would be cool on the rocks. I get that. Grace and Camo, how are you guys doing? Just so Grace and Camo know, there's now memberships to my channel. I am pretty fancy. And you can get first access to something. I haven't posted anything in memberships, but at some point, yeah. I don't know why, but okay. I told you can squat a Tesla. That'd be awesome. Definitely should do that. No, you should fix your excursion, Josh. Yeah. Memberships, way cooler. Yeah, you show up in green if you get a membership. Very exciting. Well, gonna have to, scratches never hurt anybody. Scratches are just scratches. Like that. Scratches are not a big deal. At least she wasn't on the way to the liquor store. this event is going to be Ford Excursion only. That is the goal with this event. So we have never had a gathering of just plain Ford excursions, and so the goal with this event is to get as many Ford excursions together as we possibly can. So that is the goal of this event. If you want to know more info about the event, you are welcome to put your email in the Google Doc thing in my description here, if you can see a link in the description. And yeah, if you're in here and you have not hit the like button, you should definitely hit the like button. That helps this thing grow, get more people in here, and get some good talking going. You're going to have to buy an excursion if you want to come, Grayson Camo. Sapek, I know. So I'm actually kind of thinking about doing something still, like maybe this summer, man, up here in the Pacific Northwest. I've just thrown it around. I don't really know. I did not go to the Ford Nationals this year. Yeah, Josh, you're being annoying. I put you in timeout. We don't need to talk about that. Yeah. There's a way to do... I always hit click the green screen thing, and then it doesn't do anything. I don't know how to moderate. I was going to put Grayson Camo as a moderator, but I don't know how to add a moderator currently. I have to learn how to add a moderator. But yeah, so the idea is we're going to talk about Ford Excursion stuff. I've been telling people these are trucks that are built from 2000 to 2005. They are based on a Ford Super Duty. So they're, yeah. Dude, Hunter, you need to build that truck. Don't just sell it. Build that one. Or did you already sell the one that you were going to build? I don't know. You need to bring your Suburban to Trail Hero. And then you need to see if you really want the Suburban or if you want to build an Excursion instead. Because Excursions are cooler. I said what I said. It's true. Yeah, there you go. Excursion for sale right there. Oh, I saw one. There was somebody trying to get rid of one in Georgia or something. It was like $1,000. And it probably would have driven out here. And it already had the rust where the rockers were going to be removed. It's time. So yeah, we're just hanging out live, seeing what people are up to, and if you haven't hit that like button, you should go ahead and do that thumbs up. Like I also have been saying here, I've been working on planning an excursion event, so we are gonna do. What up, Make These So Great Again? How are you doing, man? Hey, did you hear what I just said? I've officially started planning the event. The idea is April of next year. I do not have the date in mind yet. It is not going to be Jeep Safari Week, I can tell you that much. But it'll be April of next year, and it's going to be at Maris Adventure Park in Texas. So, dead central of the country. And should be an epic time. I want to get as many. Yep. So Make You So Great Again. If you go down in the description, I don't know if you can you guys see the description? It's going to be close to EJS. yeah, man, you're already going to San Antonio all the time, so yeah. Can you guys see the description? Tell me this. Yeah, okay. So in the description, the top link it says excursion event info, and you can put your email into that Google form, and you can, and then I will email you as soon as I get more details. The park is actually going to build a website and stuff. It's going to be really cool. So we're going to see how many excursions we can get in one spot. Fabio, you got to go and see if you can buy the cool. You know, you gotta start looking, see what you can buy, because we're like 10 months out, and you gotta find the beaterest beater you can find. So, dude, if you find one with rusted out rockers and stuff and bring it up here, I'll boat side it for you before we sell it. Then that'd be really cool. Hunter, you can send it to me. Grace and Camos, my friends. So you can email me that, or you can go on their Instagram and send you. Thanks, Tabover. Why are you in Louisiana now? You just travel all over the place. So last week, Make Diesel Great again, and I talked for quite a while, and I learned that he is from Italy. Oh, you're in oil and gas. Okay. But he doesn't live in Italy. He lives in... It's not Munich. You live in... Gosh dang it. I can't remember where you live now. I was saying it last week, and I cannot remember. But yeah. He was like, but I'm from... Yeah, you could say it. I can't remember where you're from. There you go, Luxembourg. It sounds like it's in Germany, but it's not. It's its own country. And so, but he has the only excursion there. And so he was thinking about shipping it over. But again, I don't think he should ship it. I think buying a beater, especially with rockers and stuff. I mean, I put rockers on it. We could sell it as an off-road truck if we boat-sided it and fixed it. Or I could build it for a little bit for you, and then you could come back, and we could go wheeling, and you could have a wheeling rig. There's actually a really nice V10 with 40s on it for sale up here in the Pacific Northwest that some guy built as this like temporary overlander while he was building a diesel excursion for an overlander. And it's really nice, but it's not cheap. It only has like 140,000 miles on it. So, and he's asking 17 because he's done a whole bunch of work to it. I think he's a little bit high, but pretty nice truck. Yeah, I mean, you could bring it. Yeah, can you? I don't know how modified you can have a vehicle back there, and is there places to wheel in Luxembourg? I guess, yeah, we could build it and you could bring it back, ship it back. I just don't know you got to figure out all your rules and regulations for, like, if you want to go crazy with it, can you actually legally drive it still there? I know a lot of these other countries have big time rule problems with modifying stuff. Nice. I like the loopholes. Always taking the loopholes. That's great. Oh, tinted windows? Oh, okay. That's fine. I don't really run tinted windows either. These front ones might be tinted. I don't know. I do a little bit of tint, but not too much. If you haven't hit the like button yet, you should. We're sitting here talking excursion stuff, talking to not Make America Great Again, Make Diesel Great Again, who is from Luxembourg. He has the only excursion in the country. That's pretty darn cool to have the only Ford excursion in the country. I do not. I don't even have the only Ford excursion. I don't even have the only Ford excursion at my house because there's 2 of them. Yeah. Yeah, see, it is confusing. I want to say Make America Great Again because, you know, that's what it is. You don't have to change your name. It's fine. But yeah, just sitting here chatting excursions. Poll. Also, yeah, I was talking about the event, and been secretly working on creating an event for Forward Excursions with you guys, or for you guys, and I think we had a meeting today, and I think that this thing might actually happen. So, yeah, you guys are the first people to really know. I did post it on all of the pages, every Facebook page known to man that says Ford Excursion. That's not a bot run page. Now has Ford Excursion event stuff in there. And yeah, our goal today is $40 because I should make it 30. I don't really know. Our goal today is $40 in the super chats because we're gonna go big. We're gonna go lofty because you guys are here and hanging out, and so we're gonna go with a lofty goal today. Who has the most miles on their Ford Excursion in the 40 a-hole? Yeah, all $40. Really not that much, but be great. Be a great hangout for me. So, you know, I'm easy. I'm easy to please. I'm not asking for craziness, and that doesn't have to be one person. It has to be, you know, total $40. Ford Excursion, yes, sir. This one behind me is not a 7.3. This is a V10. It's an off-road truck, so I bought a V10 on purpose to build the off-road truck. It's much lighter. I have a 7.3 Excursion as well. You put 318 on a 318 Jeep. Nice. I have put 347 on my 7.3 and 230 on this one. So, yeah, love these trucks. The V10 and the 7.3 are both solid motors. They are extremely impressive, I think. The 7.3 is a lot more powerful. But the V10 doesn't suck, and it's so much lighter, and it does really well off-road, man. It's I'm actually really, really happy with the way that this V10 works off-road. So, yeah, $40 is the goal for the Super Chats today. I'm working on a Ford Excursion event. If you don't know what a Ford Excursion is, it is the vehicle that Ford built to destroy the Suburban in 2000. And what? Oh, make these. I think you're talking about the Troopy van. I don't think it's not actually an Excursion. Fuel filter gaskets. I don't have a fuel filter on the motor. My 7.3. It's on the frame rail. Regulated return. Bye-bye, fuel filter. I had issues with the fuel filter gasket once. Yeah, it's called a Troopy van. Yo, Fabio, if you could get one of those and bring it to the Excursion event, that would be amazing. I would probably buy it from you because I really want one of those. I would really like to build one of those because they're a little bit shorter and even more different. But yeah, they came with an inline 6 in them. They've got a goofy rear door. Canned chili. No, sorry, I don't have opinions on canned chili. I like to make real chili from a bag. Yeah, the Troopy van. It's an F-250 actually. Michael, I'm sorry, I cannot read that. It's French. Yeah, man. Party in the front. Spread the word on chili. Bag is the way. It's French, huh? Yeah. Unfortunately, A-hole, the Excursion never came with a manual transmission, so you could not get a ZF6 in Excursion. But it's a truck, so it actually has the poke outs in the floor already. So that is very possible what this truck will have at some point. So what's up, Michael? 350 and a 550. Cool. Yeah. I would love to have a ZF6 in this truck. Someday possibly. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, manual excursions do exist, Fabio, but that is because they are swapped. Ford never built them. So, Ace, yo, what's up, man? Yeah, they always sell for too much money. The manuals do. This live is about Ford Excursions, Michael. We are just sitting here having chatting with the Ford Excursion community, and just kind of I gave a little announcement that we're doing. I am helping, or I am planning an event for Ford Excursion community next summer, and yeah, Ford Excursion. So it's this truck behind me. This one's been bobbed. But Ford built them from 2000 to 2005, and they were an SUV that was bigger than a Suburban. So yeah. Frank, the event is going to be at Maris Adventure Park. Oh, dude. Hunter, you just got all these parts sitting around, huh? Where are you located? I forget. Are you Montana? Heck no, you can't bring a Yukon XL. Now, I would love to have it just for excursions. I really appreciate that I have a bunch of people that don't have excursions. But in theory, this event is really not my event. It is my event, but it's not. I'm planning an event for Ford excursions. That we don't do this. Like, nobody does a Ford excursion meet. And I don't know if somebody does a Suburban meet. And if nobody does, you are welcome to start it. I'm not doing it. Michael, it is a big car. It is a big vehicle. Yes. The goal today is $40 in the super chat, just so everybody knows. However, you guys, if you want to donate any part of that, I would absolutely be awesome. I would, yeah, right from my heart, I would be so thankful. But yeah, so that is what we are working on. That's what we are talking about in this live. We're just sitting here talking to the Ford Excursion community, and that is what we're doing. And or people who just found me and want to tell me about other things, and that's awesome. You can only super chat in euros. No, Fabio, you don't. You're good. You're good. But I'm just letting people know that's the goal today. Yeah, 4x4 shop. Yeah, Hunter. If this transmission goes, it's gonna be really hard for me to not do that. So I might hit you up, and get you. What does that cost? What does the pallet of a swap cost? Julius, I don't have a husband. Sorry, I have a wife, and you're not gonna hear her name because it's the internet, and no thanks. If you have not hit the like button, you should. We just hit 10 likes, double digits. That is awesome. And yeah, goal for today: super chat, $40. Whole chat about excursions. We're hanging out. 6,000. A-hole for what? James Murphy. Cool. I've been told that a lot. So, appreciate that. Oh, you can do the link right there. You're gonna do it in a 250. He just has it sitting on a pallet, A-hole. That's why I'm asking him. He has a whole, he works at a 4x4 shop, so they pull that out. So I was just curious what it costs, from them. So. Oh, you are a moderator. Grayson camo. Can you actually, like, do stuff in here? I forgot, because you do have access to this. That's funny, because it, like, just made you blue because of that. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Dude, Hunter, that's killer. Is that like a tip? Like, do you guys sell that often, or is that like, oh, we just have it right now? I cannot afford that right now at all. There's no way. Nobody's even donated to the $40. I'm just kidding. No, not for that. We're just not in a place right now to do that. But if that's something that you have kind of often, it's a great price. Yeah. If it's something you have kind of often, you know, when I'm ready to do it, I would totally buy it from you for that price. No questions asked. So, well, I would hope the transmission's good for that. But yeah, I very much think that it needs it. Does it need a PCM to swap? Or did you just tell it to not control the transmission? Because I have a buddy that can tune up here, and we could probably tune this PCM to do whatever. We're actually talking about tuning this one. So I'm talking about putting a Hydra. I'm talking to him about putting a Hydra in this truck and building tunes that are like crawl tunes and stuff, so that I have torque converter lockup at a certain RPM or speed, and then, a certain RPM, that might be the deal. And then I have, like, I can lock it into first and second, so it'll only shift through 1 and 2 when I'm crawling, or like just stay in 1, so I don't have to always pull the shifter down. I really like the idea. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. Yeah, but the transfer case doesn't, like, that. Technically, this transfer case would bolt right on the back of a ZF6. Am I wrong? Does the electric shift transfer case not bolt on the back of a ZF6? It's not going to matter. This truck's going to have a 205 at some point anyway, so. Conan? I don't know. Mr. Shepard? I have no idea. I would throw it away or burn it because vaping's going to kill him. So that's what I would do. Oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I haven't really looked into the manual swap, as you can tell. I don't know very much about it. Just the idea of it makes sense. Jeez. Gauges. Why would you have to change the gauges? Oh, because the gauge cluster doesn't have the shift thing? And you said it has the column? Yeah. Gosh. Wish I had that money. I would love to have a manual swapped excursion. And then I'd be mad that I didn't go low enough with the axle gears. Well, you buy whatever excursion you want, you should just buy that kit from Hunter then for the freaking $2,500 is a steal. The transfer cases I'm seeing they're like $800 for a manual shift. Is it a 271 versus the 272 or something? That this has in it, I forget. But they're like $700-800 up here. So Montana's the place to go, Hunter. I'm gonna come out and do that, and do stuff with you to buy, because that's ridiculous. Yeah. You have a manual excursion, Sapec? Or a manual transmission? Yeah. Or a manual transfer case, Sapec. Yeah, I kind of would like a manual transfer case. Oh, okay. How much you want for that? I'll trade you the one that's in the electric shift. It works great. I really have not had a single problem with it. So it's like, that's why I haven't changed the transfer case. But, and I ain't going to knock on wood. Have a dually manual. Yeah, no, I like having an excursion. An excursion chassis, excursion, all that, because all this stuff is factory. So when I drive through things that people think it shouldn't go through, yeah, it's still an excursion. Goal today, $40 in the super chat. Also, working on an excursion event. If you have not heard, or if you have not signed up on my email list yet to get the emails about that event, you need to do it, because those are the people I'm going to tell first about the event. Also, just trying to get a gauge of who would actually come. So I would like to have people signing up on that email thing, just so I have a number, because we're talking to the place, Maris Adventure Park, about doing it, and they kind of need a number. We need to make sure that they're making money, trying to figure out ticket prices, like all that stuff. So I don't have any of that information yet. I know it's going to be at Maris. I know it's going to be next April. This is what I know. So just pay attention. Oh, it should work. It's the same, the same trans. I don't see why that transfer case. I don't see why the transfer case would care what motor's in it. Yeah. So what do you said PCM for transfer case? Is the PCM going to be pissed if I put a manual transfer case? I haven't heard that from anybody. About putting a manual shift transfer case in, because I would like that. It would just be nice to move the lever. Tow company. That was a good one, a-hole. That was stellar. That was stellar. Might need a tow company. Who knows? All the tow trucks. Sapek, do you have like the shift levers and stuff too, and the mechanisms? Yeah, Hunter. I mean, I just can't do it right now. But when I am ready, and it'll be in a year or two, I think, unless this transmission takes a dump on me, then yeah, you're gonna be getting a call sooner than later. But I have no problem. Like, there's no reason to swap this thing yet. Sapek. Yeah, I mean, we need to chat. You should send me an email, geeks4x4@gmail. I don't know when I can make it out there, but yeah, I would, if I could get everything out of that truck with the shifter and everything. I would like to have that for sure, because that's something I would do, and I can kind of afford. I can't afford that, but I can kind of afford that. If somebody helps me with parts of $40 in the super chat thing in this year live, then yeah, sure, I can help with it. If you have not hit the like button and you are in here, you definitely should. We were just sitting here talking about Ford excursions, but yeah, say back. That's something I would do that for sure. So if you pull that and you're trying to get rid of the truck, I will figure out how to. Because you said you're in Longview, so or you're Long Beach or whatever, so you're down the street. So I'm in Wenatchee, so I'm just over the mountains from you. Yeah, maybe we'll do an excursion meetup this summer, and we can transfer the transfer case. Just kidding. Yeah, it sounds rad. So yeah, if you haven't hit the like button and you're in here hanging out, we're just talking about excursions. If you don't know what a Ford Excursion is, it is the world's largest SUV. Fight me, Chevy boys. And the best, because it's actually a 3/4 ton. Oh man, look at Hunter coming in here, beating this thing up. Hunter, appreciate it, man. You keep donating to this. This is ridiculous, but I very, very much appreciate it. Yeah, this has been cool. Going live with you guys and getting to talk to you, and getting to grow the community in this way has been really, really cool. So really appreciate it, Hunter. And yeah, a-hole, I said what I said. nobody can tell me. Mateys are great again. Oh, hey, Mateys are great again. Did you hear? So hop on Google, type in AA Design Tuning in Spokane. He makes tunes. He's the one that makes tunes that I am running currently in my Hydra that I am so happy with. They're so clean. The thing doesn't smoke anymore. I've got single shot stage 1 injectors from Full Force, and it was smoking like crazy and doing all kinds of crap. And he came in and put his tunes on it, and the thing is super clean. Like it feels. It literally hadn't felt right since I put the injectors in there with those other tunes from a company that I don't really want to say their name because I'm not that guy. But they really wouldn't do anything. So, oh, sorry. So Google AA Design Tuning, Fabio. So AA Design Tuning in Spokane, and that should come up with his website. And that's the tunes that I'm running on my 7.3. He can email them to you. Tell him I sent you. And tell him everything that's done to your truck. I don't know if you have any mods to your truck. I have stage 1. Oh, you do? Okay. Yes. So mine hardly ever blows smoke anymore. Like you have to really rail on it to get smoke like it used to, which is how it was with the Banks chip before the injectors. So I'm super happy. It will still put a little cloud, but literally with the stage 1s and the tunes from the other people, I could hit the gas and you could not see the cars behind me. And it just feels gross. So AA Design Tuning in Spokane, he's got everything written for the Hydra. Tell him I sent you, and he can probably send you the exact same tunes that I'm running. So I have stage 1 injectors, a Banks exhaust. There's a trans command on it. He doesn't like the trans command. What else do I have on there? There's a 6637 filter, the driven diesel fuel bowl delete and regulated return kit. And then it's got the hutch mod, so the filter is out on the thing for the tank. So yeah. Yeah, pretty darn cool. So, well, the goal was $40 today, and we have already hit $60 today. Thank you to Hunter, and thank you to my friend Fabio. Really just liking sitting down with you guys and talking. So, helping the super chat just helps the channel in general. So, if you guys want to keep adding to that and make it the biggest day ever, you are more than welcome to keep adding to that. I have never made that right there is like half of what I normally make in a month on YouTube. And that's why this live thing has been so cool, because I really don't make hardly any money from YouTube. And so getting to know you guys and make a couple more dollars, the best month I've ever had last month on YouTube because of live. So I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, I didn't do a video of what I made last year. Grayson Camo got mad at me for that. So maybe this year I will again, and kind of keep you guys updated on what I am making. Unfortunately, it's not much. So I actually just accepted a job today. I'm going to be delivering for Fastenal. So that's kind of fun. Oh, geez. That's about the meanest thing anybody's ever said to me. So Fabio, I have Excursion merch. There's Geeks 4x4 Excursion merch that is on the Amazon store. So if you look in the description, well, maybe Grayson Camel will send you a link too. But if you look in the description, there is a link to my Geeks 4x4 store. Again, there it is. There's the store. But there's in the store, there's a list. So if you go into the idea list, you'll see Geeks 4x4 merch, and then you'll see merch that has this logo right there, the Geeks 4x4 logo on there. I don't make excursion specific merch because all that stuff, but I do have Geeks 4x4 merch. So, dude, you should wear it in Luxembourg and tell me what people say. Just kidding. And wear Geeks 4x4 merch all over the country. I'm going to be working on a new. So, like I said, I got this event we're working on, and then now my other thing with the channel I'm going to be working on is, the guy that did my logo said, "Oh, it might be time to redo the logo," and we kind of had a new idea, for a logo after the old SS Bob Excursion got a new name on the trail in Moab, SS Bob Excursion. I'm not going to tell you what the new logo might look like, but you could just use your imagination with the SS Bob Excursion in mind. So yeah, we're kind of. I need to get on that a little bit. Trying to make a new logo. I can't use. I thought about using the excursion page. Sent me that like excursion with a line thing. To do. I'm afraid of Amazon's copyright things are really lame. So, but Fabio, if you can buy on Amazon, or if you can buy anything on Amazon and get it shipped to you, they'll ship it to you. I think the shirts. I don't think that they care where it's coming from. So, yeah. I wonder if that link actually works, the merch. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But yeah, I do have merch. It says Geeks 4x4 right here, like where this Moab thing is. And then it has the logo on the back. And they're pretty nice shirts. A couple people have them. The one I bought was too small, because 2XL shirts just keep getting smaller and smaller, or I keep getting fatter and fatter. I don't really know. It's one of the two, So, hey, if you're in here and you have not hit the like button, you definitely should. We had a goal of $40. Skyjacker? Oh my gosh, Skyjacker is some of the best lift manufacturer around. That's funny. So yeah, Skyjacker makes some of the best suspension parts around, a-hole. Appreciate it, Fabio. Yeah, there's jackets and shirts and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so if you were looking for lift parts, they actually make stuff for probably that generation Suburban you're working on. So if you wanted to grab a lift or something for that Suburban, their shocks, I think, are, in my opinion, the best shocks around currently. I am so impressed at the way the Skyjacker shocks ride that I've recommended them to tons of people now, and I literally get worried that they're going to say it's too soft, because the truck is more soft. See, this is my thought. Uzbekistan. I've heard of that country. I couldn't tell you where Uzbekistan was, or Uzbekistan. A-hole. I've been in the same. It feels like they're just making them a little bit smaller just to mess with us, and then we just keep having to buy bigger shirts. So yeah, I need to buy a new shirt again. I need to buy a 3XL, because I'm tall. The problem, the 2XLs fit, but then I lift my arms up above my head and I'm giving everybody midriff. And I've tried to show midriff to get more followers, and you guys just aren't interested in that. I'm just not really, Yeah, Fabio, are they? Did you still notice a difference? They're awesome. All kit shocks seem soft. So Skyjackers, every shock that Skyjackers sells is valved to the vehicle specific. So the Black Macs technically aren't, because they actually adjust themselves as they move, because of that foam in them, and that's the ones that I run is the Black Macs. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But the if you're buying a specific shock from Skyjacker, so say you're buying the monotube or like the ADX 2.0 reservoir shock, that shock is valve to whatever vehicle you put into their search. So you put a 2025 Gladiator in there, you're going to get a shock that is valve to what a Gladiator weighs on all four corners and all that stuff. Excursion, same thing. You can get a shock that's valve completely. It's probably for a Super Duty or something, or they've changed them just a little bit for the Excursion. I don't exactly know. They say every one of them is vehicle specific, so it's really important to put your exact vehicle in when you're buying a Skyjacker shock. Yeah, everybody that I have talked to that I have recommended buying the shock to comes back to me after they put them on, and I have yet to have somebody say I don't like them. There are guys that I have not recommended that have said online on the forums that they think they're too soft. Now, I could see that if you were towing, they're not as stiff. They don't have that thing. But I don't know. I would rather have it a little bit soft and then stiffen it up towing with a sway, with trailer, all the freaking bars and airbags and all that other crap. But yeah. Yeah, and I've towed with them too. I have no problem towing with them. But I'm not towing super heavy anymore. So I don't own a really big trailer anymore, so I don't really know. I don't remember. I don't think I had them on there the last time I had a car behind mine. So Sapec, you got your 2006 coils. So the Black Maxes don't matter. So I put in, when I go for shocks for this truck, this has got coils on it too. I put in the Super Duty. But if you want, yeah, and I would just buy Black Maxes, honestly. The other trick is Sapec, is Geeks 4x4 10 get you 10% off. So you want that too. you want to use that 10% off coupon. So it's just Geeks 4x4 10. And that'll get you 10% off, and you'll be impressed. Just get the Black Maxes, get them and you want them, essentially you want to go find the rears for the Excursion, because you're getting a stock Excursion rear shock from 0 to 3 inch lift height, and then you're going to get the fronts from a 250, 2006 250, because your front has a post, right? Yeah, Geeks 4x4 10 is the coupon code for Skyjacker. So if anybody's buying Skyjacker stuff, that'll get you 10% off. And your back will thank you. That's what I keep saying. And I literally have not had a single person say to me after they bought them that they were like, no, I didn't notice a difference. Every single person's like, I notice a difference big time. And I did too. So I'm not surprised, but I went from a shock that rhymes with Rockstein to Skyjacker, and it is night and day different. So yeah. If you have not hit the like button, you should. If you're considering donating to the Super Chats, we would love that. We already got our goal today, but I would love to surpass the goal now, because these guys went crazy, because Hunter and Make These So Great Again went crazy. I say we keep going. So anything you are up for donating, make it the best day ever on YouTube for Geeks 4x4. That would be amazing. But yeah, Sapec, you'll like them. What shocks are you running on there right now with your coil swap? And what springs do you have on the front? Because you can also buy coil springs from Skyjacker. The lowest they make is a 2-inch. But they are also a game changer. I just put them on before this last trip, and this truck rides so different. It is it is incredible to me how good it is. So, yeah, I'm pretty blown away. Oh, so you just put like the stock shocks on there? Yeah, man. I think you would like you would probably get a better ride out of the Skyjackers. I don't really know though. It's probably a Monroe or something from the factory. But and do you like the height? So I didn't gain that much lift from the 2-inch spring. I was really worried about it. I bought one for a gas truck for a 5.4 gas. My axle is 05, so that's what I put in is 05 gas, so a light spring rate. And with my winch bumper and all the stuff on the front of this truck, it only really lifted it an inch from where it was, except I took out half-inch spacer. So it lifted it like an inch and a half. Yeah, the Skyjackers. Well, Grace and Camo run the ADX 2.0s. They've both got pretty built Jeeps, and so the 2.0s, they have the reservoir. And so if you're like really wheeling, which is funny that I say this, but like I I run the Black Maxes on the stuff I'm wheeling. Supposedly the reservoirs are supposed to help make it to where you don't overheat a shock, but I've never really felt that, so I don't really know. A-hole, I have the exact same thought. He asked about urethane bushings. I'm not that impressed with poly bushings either. They're for body mounts, they're kind of okay. They're gonna definitely stiffen it up. But for suspension stuff, they wear out, in my mind, a lot faster. So I'm not the Terraflex kit that's on this Jeep next to me here. There's a Jeep right here. That came with poly bushings and they wore out in like a year. So I'm not about that life. If you're in here and you have not hit the like button, you should. Floyd, what's up, man? How are you? Hit that like button. Get those thumbs up. And if you are so kind as to donate to the super chat, we would love that too. The goal today was $40, but I think that since we've been surpassed, we should double it. And we should make our goal $80 for the day because we've been surpassed. And we're going to have best day ever. And we're going to make it awesome. So we're just going to keep going with that. Yeah. So what else are we talking about? Oh yeah, Skyjacker stuff. So yeah. Yeah, Sapek, there you are. 1 inch is a lift. Yeah. Yeah, Sapek. So so you ended up with 1 inch overstock. So yeah, you might go up another 2 inches if you wanted, but the spring, I was impressed. I didn't expect the spring to make the ride better too, but the Skyjacker spring rides way better than the factory F250 spring. Is yours a diesel, Sapek? Yeah, I'm pretty cultured. I got 4 Fords and a Jeep. That's actually a Mercedes, though. You're a V10 too. So you might be able to do the same thing that I did and not gain a whole ton of height from the Skyjacker springs, because I think that they maybe are rated. When you say gas on an 05 or an 06, I wonder if it's for a 5.4. My axles were out of a 5.4. Yeah, man. Yeah, the poly bushings are just not impressive to me. I got Heim joints though now on most everything. That works better, but they get squeaky. So yeah, Sapek, you might get in the same boat as me. But the thing is, if you don't want the truck high, I get it. I don't, this truck. What is your hub defender? My hub defender on this truck is, I think the back is like 26 or 20, 25 and a half. I can't remember. It's not very tall. That's why that's 40's fit. That's See, a-hole. This is a Ford secret. I know that. I know you're a Chevy guy, and you think tires are square because that's how Chevy engineers engineer the wheel wells, square. But actually, tires are round. So when the wheel wells are round, you can fit bigger tires with less lift. Gotta go meet a few clients. Nice talking to you, Fabio. Thank you for the super chat donation. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate you being a member. I have memberships on my channel too. If you guys are if you are up for supporting in a deeper way, membership is awesome. And I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate you coming in, Fabio, today. Sapec, I get that. Did you measure your hub defender? What is that? Gazeman. What's up, man? Under the hood of this little truck right here is a V10. See, a-hole gets it. This little truck right here. Yep, V10. There's one over there with a 7.3 in it. So measure that. Gazeman, you got an excursion? Heck yeah, man. Welcome to the live. Glad to have you in here. Sapec. So you just measure center of the hub to the bottom of the fender right here. I'll go measure this one. Show you what it is. It's kind of hard to measure, Bob, because the tires stick out so far, but let's see. See if I can do it. This is showing. Yeah, like 26 and a half on the back. Oh no. 26 dead on the back here. So that's where we're at. Ugh, Hunter, don't tempt me with stuff like that, man. What wheels are they on? Are they cool? Send me some pictures, Hunter. You need to put them on your excursion, man. Oh, that's what you were going to put on the excursion, huh? Oh, very cool, Gazeman. That's awesome. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so, Gazeman, I was just going to say, you just joined and you got an excursion. So I've actually been talking about it for years, and I'm getting close to actually getting it nailed down. We are going to host the first ever Ford excursion meet in next year. So there's a link in the description. Well, actually, Grayson Cameron just posted the link right there. And anyway, put your email in there. You can hear about it, and I'll give you all the information first. I don't have a ton of information right now. What I know right now is it's probably going to be in April. It's probably going to be at Maris Adventure Park in Texas, and that's what I know. Gazeman, that is rough, man, with the oil cooler failing. That probably mixed some oil and coolant and killed it. That's not fun. That's not 10 out of 10. Don't recommend. So, Hunter, are you like working on a truck right now and listening to this? .42s. Can't lose on 42s. Yeah, I mean, you give it to me, and then I'll sell them, and then I'll buy the ZF6 from you. Ah, man, that's too bad. What crate motors you put in it, Gazeman? What company did you buy? Maybe it's Gosman. Gosman? Gazeman. Which one do you like better? It's on a bolt. That's what it is. It's on the mount. Dodge 318 is solid. How many transmissions has it been behind it? Just kidding. Had autocorrect do what? Oh, autocorrect is that that's the shop. I'm just asking like what motor they bought. Do you know where they bought the engine from? Because there's a bunch of different companies that make crate motors for these excursions. So yeah, excursion event. Let's see. The intercooler boots on your 6-liter. Nice. That's great. Yeah, thanks to Hunter and thanks to Make Diesel Great Again, we have surpassed our goal, but I think we should double it today. So the goal is still in the super chats, $80 now. So we are at 63. I don't know if can you guys see that? I don't know what that looks like on the other end of things. But if you want to donate to this, you know, poor man having a conversation with you, we'd love it. Gazeman, that is great. I think Ford does make them still. I think. I don't remember. How many miles were on it? The old motor when the old oil cooler let up. The oil cooler, I guess, is the same. Oh, it's not visible. Okay. Chad, dude, that sounds rad. A mild cam Buick 455. I'm sure it pulls really good. What's up, GP? I am a goofball. Glad you found me. Gosman. 182. That seems a little low to have a failure like that. But they put a motor in it because it had all the coolant and killed the bearings, I guess. Gabe. Nice. Thank you, GP. Appreciate the subscribe. Taylor Dodge. Yes, sir, they are reliable. The V10 actually just had a guy that was commenting on something today. I was like, I think the V10 might be one of the most underrated motors ever. Oh, it locked up. Ooh, yikes. So we went a long time with the oil cooler failed. That's rough. Yeah, so this guy was telling me today that he thought the V10 might be one of the most reliable motors ever built. I have not owned one for long enough to tell you that it is the most reliable motor ever built. Go back to Mexico? What? I'm not from Mexico. I'm from California. It's a lot worse than Mexico. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I don't have a Mexican accent. So I've got a, yeah, so, the V10's a pretty dang good motor. I don't currently have, it's in my possession, but it's not. So my dad, who passed away a couple years ago, bought a 73 Trans Am, brand new, and that has a 455 in it. And yeah. Taylor, what is up, man? Okay, so you bought one with 200K and it's misfiring. So here is the deal. These trucks are very much known to misfire and have issues with that. Here's where you start. You go buy Motorcraft plugs and you go buy Motorcraft coils and you replace them all. And then you see where you're at. That is where you start. The 300. See, and I didn't say it, a-hole. I'm just telling you what a guy commented on something today. I saw it, and I just thought it was kind of funny. I've never really thought that. I do believe that these V10s are pretty darn good. And in my experience with it so far, it has been really good. I just had to put an idle control in it, and I could have cleaned the other one. That's not, a big failure. Their biggest failure points is shooting plugs, because Ford was like, 4 threads is plenty. And to mitigate that, I'm going around it every couple of years with a torque wrench and tightening every plug. And then their second biggest thing that I hate most, more than anything ever, and the worst, the oil cooler's not great either. The worst part to me, those stupid exhaust manifold bolts that break. Oh my gosh, that was the worst job I've ever done on a vehicle ever. And I don't know if I just suck at it or what, but it took me 6 weeks to get 19 broken exhaust manifold bolts out of this head, out of the head. And actually, there's two of them that are still in there. I put a shorter bolt on top of it. It's pretty bad. The oil cooler, as much as you're right, Gabe, I know you've had issues with it. It's really not as common though. It's this oil cooler. It's actually, I've heard it's the same oil cooler as the 7.3. So what happens though when it fails is that it leaks into the motor. So, yeah. Sorry, I got to put somebody in timeout really quick. I don't need any of this in my junk. Bye, assistant pimp. Bye. You're in timeout now. Yeah, so do I say that the most reliable motor ever? No, I don't think so. Do I say that they're pretty darn good? Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I think you're right. Whoever made those darn helix coils. Cal Van makes the kit now. That's super nice. I've got one from Napa that puts an insert in there, and it is really nice. And I carry it for sure. I carry it. But you know what? That's the known problem, right? I mean, that's not too bad. If you carry the stuff, you just do it on the side of the road. Pull the injector, drive it to a safe place to do it, and change a plug. So, yeah, I did an idle air control in Missouri when we were out there, and in those stupid manifold studs. And that's pretty much all I've done to touch this motor. I keep changing the oil. Oh, and the other biggest problem with the V10 is that they eat oil. So, like, if you don't care and check it ever, you're going to kill it because it won't have any oil in it. Like a certain Jeep JKU that felt underpowered in Kansas. Wonder whose that was. So yeah. Yeah, they eat oil. No, it doesn't need oil. Jeeps don't need oil. It's fine. The dealer told me it was fixed. Why'd I bob it? Well, there's a couple reasons. The main reason I bobbed it. Nah. There's a lot of reasons. Yeah, it is considered a feature of Ford. Gabe, I bobbed this Excursion for a couple reasons. One, because I wanted to be different. Two, because literally the rear approach angle off-road, the rear departure angle. So I can drop off of a rock face now. I can climb up a rock face now without dragging the tail at all. And so that's like the real reason to bob something. Honestly, I did this because I was building, and I'm still building, this Ford Excursion YouTube channel. And the idea is to build an Excursion that was different. And so I came up with a different idea. I had never seen it done before. And so I figured, let her rip. So I started cutting and built an Excursion that nobody's built before. There is a two-door, the orange two-door that's on the ground. I don't know where that thing is, like, in the world, and if it still exists or not. It was built for SEMA in the 2000s, and it was actually bobbed. And I didn't even notice it until recently, actually, that somebody else had technically bobbed one. So I thought it was kind of cool to see somebody else doing it. They did a hell of a lot nicer job on the body lines than I did. But yeah. So yeah, that's why Bob is Bob's. He's you know, it's the functionality is the real reason, but also, I'm a YouTube guy, so I had to build something dumb. So, if you haven't hit that like button and you're in here, you should. If you feel like donating to the super chat, we are looking to get a goal of $80 today because we had some people do some really cool stuff, and we're looking for $80. We only need a couple more. So yeah, Gabe, that's okay. Mostly stock ones are just fine. My 7.3 is pretty stock. It has rock guards, a-hole. These are 3/16 steel. They're just, I like stuff. To short answer to your question, these are great questions, guys. Keep them coming. To short answer your question, no. I hate both of those things. Like the big rock guard sticking off the body, the exo cage thing sticking out of the body. I just really dislike those. I don't dislike them. If you like it, that's fine. But for my own stuff, it's not my taste. I like to build things in a way that seems like the factory could have built it. And I know that sounds dumb and lame, but like everything done to this truck, you have to take a second look at it and really see. When it just drives by you, it doesn't really look like much. But then when you start looking at it, you see a bunch of things. And I really like that. I'm been kind of a sleeper type guy, That's kind of what I like to call it, but it's not a sleeper, obviously. But yeah. Update the headlights, taillights, change out the top. Did you put the long? Yeah, the long rear, the top struts. Nice. Hey, Gabe, what did you do with your factory taillights? And if you still have them, do you want to donate them to Geeks 4x4? I will pay shipping because I'm looking to build a repertoire of rear taillights that are factory because I'm still hitting the rear taillights. I didn't cut enough off. Yeah. Bob is, yeah. Toss them. Come on. Come on. Gotta hoard those things. Just kidding. Good for you. I still have all of the interior panels up in the rafters in my garage. There's also a header panel above my head and a grill over there. And the rear windows, the factory length rear windows. Yeah. But yes, I need extra taillights because I like to hit rocks. I actually talked to a guy a couple weeks ago that lives right up here with near me that that has his because he did some LED taillights on his too, and so I think he's gonna give them to me. So maybe I'll have some extra taillights. Let me do that. Nah, the taillights are from Econoline, so they're really not worth, like, there's billions of them. Like, they're not an excursion specific part. And honestly, most of the excursion specific parts are not that expensive either. The biggest thing, the only part that's really excursion specific on these is this door. And yeah, so I beat that door up. It's fine. I already cut it in half. What's the best engine, Assistant Pimp, on an excursion? Glad to see you back from your timeout. And, well, it depends on who you ask. For me, I would say if you own one, 7.3. If you want to buy one, the V10 is, I think, an excellent option. Yeah, I really don't extremely dislike the V10. The one I extremely dislike is a 6-liter. Gabe, yeah, like I said, if you own one, I think the key engine is the 7.3. That's like the king. Assistant pimp, it depends on what you are doing. If you're daily driving a vehicle, I do not believe that diesel is the right thing to daily drive and just take you to work. That's awesome, NC. But if you're towing, no 460. There's no 460 in the Excursion. Never came with one. He asked what's the best engine in the Excursion. Well, I don't care what he asked for, what vehicle it's in. No, just put the freaking Lucas stuff in it. He refuses to run the Lucas fix. The factory oil is not thicker. Unless you're going to stop running synthetic. Louis, that does not translate on here. Sorry. I gotta go walk outside and see. It is warm. It's a little bit cooler today, which is good. Still feels like it's getting warmer in the garage. I'm just like sitting here, trying not to sweat. I'm not gonna fly to Turkey. No thanks. I'm happy right here. Yeah, NC shooter. That's great. Do them both at the same time for sure. Yes, that's the deal. Yeah, so for 8 miles. That's cool, Shaquille. NC Shooter, we have been talking about, I finally am starting to put together an excursion event. So if you are interested in coming to an excursion event, there's a link in the description. And why did you time them out? What did they say? Anna, how you doing? But anyway, who was I talking to? NC Shooter. You got excursion owner. We're going to do an excursion only event in next year in April in Texas. So that is about as central as I can get. I do not have an exact date yet, but there's a link in the description. It might come up here in just a second. And I can now, yeah, so you can sign up and put your email in there, and then, yeah. Oh, got it. That gray ocean, I probably have more guns than you. But I'm gonna get you away, so bye-bye. So just yeah, click on that link, put your email in there. I'll send the emails out to those people first so that you guys have first dibs on, like, when I know the date, it's gonna go out in that email. So Anna George, you seem like a bot. And I don't really know. I don't feel like you're interested in what I just said. Because I'm not interesting. So anyway. Yes. So put your email in that Google Docs for me, or whatever. I forget what it's called. I made a thing. You just put your email in and your name and stuff. Spitua, what's up, man? How are you? All right. What about it are you interested in, Anna? Are you an excursion owner? If you're in here and you have not hit the like button, the thumbs up button, you should definitely do that. Gabe, I am... All right, we need to get rid of Anna here. You do that, Greg? Gabe, you also set up here is Sasquatch Rescue. I love that idea so much. I think that is epic. Where do you live, Gabe? You sound like you're from the Pacific Northwest if you're all about Sasquatch. Except what, are we Bigfoot up here? I don't remember. I am running Cooper STT Pros, 40 inches on this truck, the 488 gear. I really, really do like my Cooper STT Pros. They're pretty nice. Yeah, no complaints. I need to get a new track bar so I don't ruin these front ones. Phoenix. So you're close to, well, there's a bunch of people down there. But Grace and Camo are down that way currently. Who's this? Spitua. I'm not going to let that comment come out. But yeah, I mean, I do agree. Moved to Phoenix in 2011. Well, I didn't know that Sasquatch lived in Phoenix. You got to come up in the Pacific Northwest to find Sasquatch. But love that idea. I think that sounds really fun. Yeah, are you hoping to go like pretty wild with the build, or what's the plan here? $66. We're moving. Sasquatch lives in Michigan. No, he lives in the Pacific Northwest. Come on. Why they made it so low? I'm sure it was a tax reason. Because I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not only 8,500 pounds. Tell me, a-hole. Let's hear. I haven't heard that one. Well, then go to sleep, Spitua. Spitua. Yeah, there's been sightings recently, haven't there? I know Grayson Camo likes to do the call when we're camping. So, hey, if you're in here and you have not hit the thumbs up button, trying to get a nice even 20, and we're at 18. We need 2 of them. Let her rip. Oh, funny. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a bunch of stuff on the excursion, a-hole. So another little tidbit on that. I am pretty darn sure that Ford tested and built the truck for a 285 75 16, and then when they went to actually get it all approved, the EPA or whoever safety thing was like, "Oh no, that truck sits too high," and Ford was like, "Oh, we'll go down a half an inch with the tire size." Hunter, I'm not in Spokane though. I'm in Wenatchee. A little further. The Arizona two-tone starting, so does that mean the clear coat is killing you? Couple inch lift and a brush guard, huh? You should, if you want to like actually wheel it, you should get yourself a nice off-road bumper instead of a brush guard. The factory bumper is super weak, and the mounts are not great either. So something that mounts nicely and replaces the factory bumper, I think would be my suggestion if you're gonna do a bumper upgrade. If you're not gonna wheel it and you're just looking for the looks, then a brush guard is just fine. But if you actually want something that could take a hit and actually save the front of the truck, a brush guard's not gonna help. Probably make it worse actually. So yeah, I would look for a bumper that is like a full steel bumper and stuff. There's a lot of companies that make them. They're all pretty big is my problem with them. But if you're not really going to wheel it and just want it for the looks, the big doesn't matter. When you get off-road to some, legit wheeling stuff, yeah, rugged bumper. Oh, just not that's not a brand. You just want a rugged bumper overall. I was like, who's rugged? ARB used to make some really good looking ones, and I really liked my affordable off road one. Yeah, a-hole, you sure could be right. But it's funny. So you put 285s on a stock Excursion, the speedometer is dead on. With 265s, the speedometer's fast. Ooh, I want a rugged burger too. I didn't even notice he said burger. There's a yeah. So I again, so the brand that mine started as, which I think is a pretty good starting point, and it wasn't too big from the factory. You could have cut it some more from when they built it, but it's called Affordable Off Road. That's the brand, and I think it's on my Amazon store, but it's also I think it was I don't know, I got it on sale. So, but I think it's $700 or something. It's not that bad. And then you put it together and paint it. J Dog's vlog. You spent You sent 1,000? I didn't see $1,000 come through. That'd be amazing, though. Yeah, I don't like to do that, but the truck is built for rocks, and so if the bumper's in the way, I'm going to drive it through the rock and the bumper to get the tires to the rock. So that's what I've done with the front bumper, and I bent the crap out of it. But yeah. Yeah. So Gabe, that affordable off road I think it's like one of the best cost wise out there, and it's got a winch mount and everything in it, and it's got a bull bar, it's got all that stuff. You can get light mounts in it, you can get all kinds of different things, and it will hold up to a lot of abuse. So, oh, he's finding the bumper link. Okay, yeah, there's an Amazon link to the bumper. Yeah, but did you go through my store so it's my associate link? Probably not. Come on, what are you doing? But yeah, so when you're ready, Gabe, you can email me or message me. I can send you if you want to buy it on Amazon, I can send you an associate's link to that, so I make a little commission. And then if you want to just buy it from them, they do. I don't remember when I bought mine. I think it was this time of year that I bought mine. It was on sale for 4th of July or something, and I think I only paid a little. Like I think I paid less than $600 for it. So, yeah, and I'm super duper happy with it. So, I've now completely cut it apart and rebuilt it, but I'm super happy with it. But yeah, I've tucked it in so much. It's such a different ball game, right? Like I built this truck to wiggle down trails that Jeeps should be on, and yeah. Gabe, just shoot me an email, and I will. I'll send you the link to that. It's just an Amazon link. Also, if you go to the store, you could go up there. A-hole, that's an interesting question. For me, on an Excursion, I really like the Excursion only grill. So, or Gabe, you can message me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. I'll send you a link to it. Yeah, I don't actually like the way that they changed, because they changed the grill in 04 on the Excursions to the Super Duty cross style grill, and I like the Excursion grill. It's actually. Oh, you got an air horn? Oh, I need a boat horn. That's I'm trying to find a horn. So needs to make that noise. Okay, I think I gotta go open the door and see what it's like. Yeah, so if you go to the link below in the description, it's under the Bob Excursion build is where that bumper is. But if you just message me on any of those other platforms, Gabe, I will happily send it to you. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna open the door. It's starting to become a sauna in the old garage. Yeah, I think I just need to open the garage. Okay. Oh, better. West Marine, $120 though. Don't you remember, a-hole? I'm broke. Gonna be the Amazon special for dirt cheap, man. That's what we're gonna run around here. Oh yeah, a little bit of movement is better. Yeah, yeah. Bob needs a horn before Trail Hero. He needs a boat horn. Yeah, Amazon has some. They're like more higher pitch though. I want like the really low tone, you know. So, also still after our goal today of $80 on the super chat. If anybody in here wants to donate, would love that. If you have not hit the thumbs up button, you should do that. Also, working on doing a first ever Ford Excursion only event. If you are interested in that, there is a link in the description. And there's all my stuff. I'm live every Wednesday at 4 o'clock Pacific time. So yeah, that's what I'm doing in life. But yeah, Bob needs an air horn. Not an air horn, sorry. Oh yeah, no, don't do that. Your wife will think that I'm some hooker on the internet. And we don't want that, a-hole. We definitely don't want that. So you're good. I'll just give you crap about your Chevy instead. What are you talking about, Grayson Campbell? You donated. There's a perfectly good Badlands Jack sitting in my garage. It's from you. What up, Cushman Kid? How you doing? Sounds good, Gabe. I will get back to you. Not right now. I'm on my phone, and I can't go anywhere else. And this stops. We're just hanging out, Cushman Kid, working on our goal of $80, and yeah. But yeah, there's this brand new Badlands Jack in my garage. It's perfect donation. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I have my used one. You can have that one when you come back. I got excited. Somebody was like, I donated $1,000. Didn't happen now. It's like, man, this is going to be the greatest day ever. It's not. But yeah, Gabe, it's a nice bumper. That's, and then for your lift, I wish Skyjacker made a smaller lift. Because the problem is, I really like ATS springs a lot. Problem with ATS is that they're really just not made for off-road people. They're building a really nice truck spring, and I like them. I like them a lot. But yeah, they're just a little stiff if you're like trying to actually wheel the truck with the V and C codes or the X and C's. A-hole. My setup for a trail welder is zip ties and a ratchet strap. I do not currently have a trail welder setup. I would love that. I would love to. I think my first choice would be a Premier Power Welder. Sapex. So, very interesting question. So, yeah, I had to build a custom gas tank because, yes, you know that. The gas tank goes to the bumper. So, yeah, there's a custom gas tank in the back of this. And there's another gas tank that's supposedly being built by a buddy of mine that I haven't heard a single thing on for a long time, and it's been a couple months. I need to give him crap on that. That I'm building for a belly tank. because I currently have 23 gallons that I put, no, 23 and a half, and I put 23.1 in it on our trip at one point, or 22.9, something ridiculous. I had less than a gallon left of gas. It died pulling into the gas station. Where was that? Somewhere in South Dakota, I think. I don't know, middle of freaking nowhere. Yeah, it was before Mount Rushmore. On the 90 there. Yeah. So yeah, Apex. I bought a fuel cell on Amazon, and then we made it bigger than it was, and then I used the factory skid plate to go over it. I really would like to build another skid plate for it, but that hasn't happened. So it's kind of a bummer, but it probably will someday, maybe. I still also haven't hit it on anything, so it hasn't really bothered me. But if I ever did, it wouldn't be great, because it's really just not. I cut the factory one in half and then shortened it up, and the cut's not straight. There's all kinds of things that are wrong with it, but it's on there and it's semi-protected. So it uses the front mount still, the front two factory bolts. But I cut it and squished it up, so it's not hanging down as far. I don't know if you can see a little bit right here. No, it really doesn't hang very far below the frame rail. So, and I cut like 7 inches off the frame rail because of the thing. But if I get that transfer case from you, I will try and drive Bob so you can see him and check him out. People like to look under his butt. I don't know why. If you're in here and you have not hit the thumbs up, you should do that. If you're in here and you don't know that I am working on a Ford Excursion event, the first of its kind, it's happening 2026, April of 2026, at Maris Adventure Park in Texas. There is a link in the description for the event for you to, that link right there, the Grayson Camera just posted. You should put your email in, and if you put your email on that list, you will be first to know when I have more details about the event. So if you are interested in that, you should do that. If you have not hit the like button, we are not at 20 likes yet, and that is very disappointing, and it makes me very sad. So if somebody could hit the like button right now, man, that would just make me happy. Rude. Rude, rude, rude. 11 people in here. Zapek, I was gonna say you can. I'll bring Bob so you can see, so you can look at him. You can look under his butt like everybody wants to do. But yeah, Zapek, I imagine you've already heard the spiel on putting your email in that link that Grayson Camo just did. You should do that, because then when we do the excursion event and I drive across the country, you can come with me and we can do dumb things together in our excursions. And maybe Grayson Campbell will finally buy one, because I'm doing an event that I won't let them come to unless they buy an excursion. I'm kidding. The Gladiator's allowed, because it's the same. It's an excursion. It's just smaller. It's like cheating, actually. There's a meeting for the local Jeep Club tonight. I'm probably not going to go. I'm sorry, guys. Do apologize. Oh, if you saved your allowance up, you could do it. Yeah, exactly. We could convoy down there. Unfortunately for everybody up here, I will probably The timing is going to be after Jeep Safari. So I will already... Oh, we got the 20th like! Oh my gosh! Awesome. The timing will be after Jeep Safari, so I'll be in Utah already. So if you want to convoy with Bob, you have to come to Utah by yourself. Sorry. But yeah, I kind of was thinking about an event this summer. I don't know, Sapek, what do you like? What do you feel like we should do up here? Should I do like a? I was thinking about a night on the Wabder or something, doing the Washington Backcountry, and taking some excursions through that, or should we just do like a meet at a pub bar somewhere and have a beer together? Like, what do you think? If you're in Washington State and you were thinking about, oh, let's do an excursion meet for Washington State, what would you expect? Because, you know, we all like beers up here, but we also have the Washington Backcountry, which any excursion could do. Even the two-wheel drive guys could do it. Problem is, Section 1, you're going to get pinstriping. So we got to do, like, Section 2. Nah, Section 2 sucks. We got to do, like, Section 3 out of Ellensburg or something. I don't know. Because it does fit. There are... I don't know. Bob's been through Wabder. It doesn't matter. Bob also has a lot more pinstripes than a lot of excursion owners would enjoy. He's a little pinstriped. Yeah, 3 is the one that comes into Wenatchee. So, like, that's cheating for me. Oh, you're planning on the Wabder this summer, Sapek? Then if you do the Wabder and we don't get together, don't bring the transfer case on the Wabder. But if you do the Wabder, you need to let me know, because I'm literally, like, it comes down the mountain right over there, and it's like a 2 mile out of the route to come by and say hi. So, yeah. Also, let me know. I've been kind of thinking about doing it this summer again, too. I feel like I'm not doing anything this summer, but I'd like to. Section 3 is not the one that goes to Chelan, Gregory. Yeah, Section 4 has the overlook. That one's the cool one. Do LB. I've heard LB's cool. Hunter, you could come to something in Washington, huh? If I did it in a central enough spot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing, having a little Pacific Northwest event this summer. And I just, like, don't know. Because my wife and I were talking about this. Freaking hilarious, but I'm gonna get rid of this person. Yeah, like, what's worth coming to Washington? You got a rear locker. Nice. Yeah, but you got the 06 axles in there, man. You're doing solid. So you got the 06 axles, so you got a way better turning radius. There's nothing tight. We have not done the jungle. So, I mean, if you're coming through and we're around and bored, we might come and do the jungle with you. Because we didn't end up getting to do the jungle because we were with the guy with the trailer, and we didn't want to be mean and say we want to go do the jungle. Oh, 86,000 seconds. That's what that 86,000 seconds is. They had put on timeout. That's cool, Hunter. Yeah, I've never wheeled LB. There's also a group going to Nachi's here in the next couple of weeks. I don't know. Beginning of July, I think they said. Think about that. Yeah, we should go up there. Camp one night and then do the jungle the morning and then come home or something. It's easy enough. Some of these comments. Ah, the trolls. Terry, stop asking people weird questions. Stop it. Stop it. It is not okay. We will block you. We'll put you in timeout. And if you haven't hit the freaking like button, do it. Do it. Right now. You don't have to do it. It's okay. Also, still trying to get the goal today for that whole what's it called thing. Thanks. Super thanks. Stuffy stuff. Also, we have memberships to this channel. If you want to be a member to Geeks 4x4, you can be. And I will give you exclusive member content soon. Soon, I promise. I promise, Hunter. I'm sorry. I will figure it out. I will get that going. Hit the like button if somebody donates. You haven't hit the like button yet, a-hole? You are an a-hole. Come on. We've been sitting here hanging out for like an hour and a half. I don't even get your likes. These people, they're so... People are funny. It's because he's a Chevy guy. They're all the same. All you Chevy guys. The likes help get more people in here, which is what we want. Right now, there's quite a few people in here. So you guys, all of you that are in here, should hit that thumbs up button and just freaking blow this thing up. If you got a Ford Excursion, if you don't have a Ford Excursion, you're still welcome to be here. That's fine. I don't really care. I am super grateful for just being able to sit down and talk to you people. I think it is really fun, and I'm really grateful that you just come and you hang out. And I think that's super cool. And I hope that you're enjoying these lives. Do you guys like these lives? I don't really come in with any plan. Do you think I should come in with a plan, or do you like just coming in and just chatting about anything you want to chat about? Ford Excursion, making fun of a-holes, square tire wells, making fun of a-holes, Suburban, just generally making fun of a-hole been a lot of the time today. Just kidding. He's been making fun of me too, so we're even. That's why the internet's fun though, because like I wouldn't have met a solid a-hole, you know? Just would have thought everybody was just a normal a-hole. She's like a GM. Good luck. Okay. Sure. Because you need luck to drive a GM. Hey, got another like. Got that like. Like, oh my God, yes. Oh my gosh, people. This is just entertaining. Just hang out. Like I said, just fun. Oh. That's the wrong way to go, Sapek. Thanks, man. Thanks for not making me cry. I appreciate it. From the heart. Yeah, Sapek, that is a rough. It's the wrong way for sure. What size tires are you running? Oh yeah, I got that like. Finally, I earned that. I think are you the one that said I have to earn the like at the beginning? I think it is. So have I earned that like finally? That's stellar. Proud of myself. Self, you did good. You earned the like from an a-hole. Sapek, you should go. I don't know how big you want to. Do you want to go bigger? Is it a 285-ish? So like 32.8 or something, almost a 33. Because with the Super Duty coil, I think you should here. Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. A-hole excursion. A-hole excursion. Don't worry, there's not a Ford Excursion anymore, so you won't get ads for the Excursion. Sapec, I think if you should go 456, and then you should go to a 30, or a 295 or something, like a 34. I think that'd be a really nice setup on a really low excursion. And then you only gain an inch for your kids. Nobody will complain. They won't even notice. It'll still fit in the garage, because this truck does, as long as you have a 7-foot door. And then you get a decent tire. And you said you already have a locker in the back. How'd you get a locker in the back? Wait, you have 373s. Did you put what'd you do for a locker in the back, Sapeg? Also, still not at our goal monetarily wise. So if you're in here and you feel like donating to a dumb guy that's balding on the internet, 20-second like, freaking rolling in the likes. We're trying to blow the goal out of the water today. So if you want to donate to Super Chat, do something crazy, blow that goal up. I would appreciate it. Oh, it had a locker in it. Interesting. Is it like an e-locker? Or is it like a lunchbox style? Duracell, yeah. They actually did repatent the Excursion name. What I'm afraid of is they're going to bring it back. There's been a speculation that the Excursion is going to be brought back as a package for the Expedition. Oh, it's a lunchbox locker. Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. It's kind of, at least there's something back there. That doesn't help your driving on the road, though. Yeah, Hunter. So, 295. Well, so he's got 17s. 295, I think, is a really nice. I would run a 295 on my white truck if there was a brand that made a 295 that I actually liked. Because I hate BFGs, and I'm not running them. They're like one of the only brands that makes that. Okay, there's just this hair. Oh, it's on my eyelash. There it is. Camper shell on a 250. No. Not the same. Bed is not complete. A bunch of people in here right now. You guys should hit the like button. And, hit this thumbs up. We're just live talking about the Ford Excursion. Really appreciate you guys swinging by. If you don't like the Ford Excursion, then I don't like you. Just kidding. I like you less. You guys should hit the like button. And then you should also donate. Just kidding. Camera shot on a 250. I mean, there's been... The other thing is just cut the front off and just combine them. See, Gabe, I can be entertaining. I don't want a F-250 with Bondo. No, thanks. Gabe, which one have I towed with? I have not towed anything hardly with Bob. No. The white truck has towed crap all over this country. But it's a 7.3, so it's a different... that's what it's built for. Solely for the... Are you still happy you went BFG for the white lettering? Because, are they balanced and stuff? Because they just... That's been their problem for 20 years, or for 40 years, is they don't balance very well. These Coopers, the 40s balance better than some BFGs that we've tried to balance before. Yeah, I know, a-hole. It's really sad. My tires suck. I was gonna show that. This is the kind of comments that I like to do it. That's great, Gabe. I'm glad. Thanks, Austin. I really appreciate it, man. You're such an encouraging person, so you should definitely be posting more on the internet. Thank you so much. You're so much fun. What else you got? Gabe, you should message me on Instagram so I make sure I'm following you. I don't know if I already do, but yeah. All right, Austin, since you love me so much, hit that like button. There needs to be a way to, like, when people post mean stuff, to, like, take money out of their account. That needs to be a thing, I think, that somebody needs to put in. Haven't had them over 105. Good. That's good. I feel like at 105, they're probably not going to feel great. I know I can block you, but you're so encouraging that I just wanted you to hang out. Why do you want to get blocked? What up, Hanifi? Mr. Turkin? How are you today? Or Mrs. Turkin? I don't know. I have no idea. Hey. Yeah, I'm just here. Bye, Austin. Have fun with your mom. Turkey. Is that where you're from? Ezram. That's very cool. Well, I'm glad to have you in here. I am the Ford Excursion guy. Self-proclaimed. And if you have an excursion, we're doing an event next year. If you want to know any information about it, you should click on that link right there and put in an email. Austin, no, I'm not Canadian. And bye. Oh, Gabe, I think I already follow you. I think, because I recognize that name. Do you post about your excursion very much? Because if you followed me and you had excursions in your thing, I followed you. Well, I don't speak Turkish, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Turkin. Apologize. Hopefully captions exist. AI instant captions. Tutter. All right, guys. Well, I have been live for a couple of hours here. I think it's time to be done. Gabe, it was super nice talking to you, man. Shoot me, or you sent me an email. Shoot me a DM on the old Instagram. Make sure I've got you followed. Man, that's pretty bad, a-hole. Yeah, man, I think I'm out of here. A-hole, if you are on Instagram, if you are on Facebook, all that stuff, Geeks 4x4 on all of those things. And you should follow me, Geeks 4x4 on all of those. If you're not already subscribed on here, you should. It's been great talking to you, man. Really appreciate the laughter and the camaraderie. These big SUV guys, we all got to hang out together. Hunter, you know, didn't pop up a link. Oh, Sapek, in the description, when I'm done with this, it'll upload. Or did you email me, Sapek? Or hit me on the other? Yeah, sounds good, a-hole. The family mate, what's up, buddy? Sapek, if you message me on, there is a Jeep logo on Bob. You know, Hunter, if you do that and you want to come, man, I'm all for it. I think it would actually be hilarious. So, as long as we go to Texas together, man, that's great. Sapek, message me on Instagram or Facebook or something if you can't find the thing in there. Or yeah, and yeah, if you email me, I'll send it to you. Not a big deal. And like I said, it's going to be in all the descriptions of all my videos that I upload from now on too. So I'm just going to keep updating it and giving the thing. We're going to get this event going and making it happen. And yeah, email is geeks4x4@gmail.com. So super simple. And yeah, so geeks4x4@gmail.com. Yeah. Anyway, I think I need to be out of here for tonight. I appreciate all of you guys a lot. This is a lot of fun. I appreciate the donations from people. I am so grateful to have a community, continue to build this community. Love that this is literally the closest that anybody has been on this. Well, except the family Maine is my neighbor. And so I guess he's closer, but like I'm talking to guys from Washington and Montana today, and like that's super cool. Been talking to guys from Europe. The Make Diesel Great Again guy, he lives in Luxembourg. Like it's crazy. It's so cool to connect with you guys and just have this thing in common and hang out. So I appreciate you a lot, and I am going to go have dinner. How do I get out of this? Oh yeah, it's over here. Okay, bye, Felicia.